Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha with Ice Cream Fitness here. I got a private message this morning from someone and it was asking me what day of their training split should they put the deadlift in. And this was in response to the fact that I said yesterday in a video that I believe that everyone should squat and deadlift regardless of what your training goals are. No matter what your goals are or why you are training, you should be squatting or deadlifting if you are medically able to do so. I'll accept a herniated disc as a legitimate medical excuse. Or if you have no cartilage there and it's bone grinding on bone, okay, you get a free pass. But for everybody else, I don't buy that bullshit. So I want to address this for you guys. But hold on, let me give you guys a bicep shot first. Oh, let me roll it up so you guys can see that. Mount biceps. Alright, let me make this perfectly clear, and this is going to be a very different answer from what most people hear on this. Most people tell people stuff like, well, it works mostly the back, so you should put it in your back day. Or since it's a very hamstring and glute dominant exercise and spinal erectors, it should go in your lower body day, on your leg day. And I'm going to say, it doesn't matter where the fuck you put it. Put it anywhere you want. If you want to do it on your arm day, do it on your arm day. If you want to do it on your back day, do it on your back day. You can count it as an arm exercise. It works the forearm. It's one of the best forearm exercises out there. So if you want to do it on your arm day, do it then. If you want to do it on your leg day for the hamstrings and glutes, do it then. If you want to do it on all three of them, do it on all three of them. Because at the end of the day, body part splits are not done for physiological reasons. I hate to tell you guys that, but there is no physiological exercise science, scientific or physiology reason behind the way people do body part splits. They are, however, done for psychological and mental reasons because we as humans like to organize things. We like to put stuff into patterns and groups and organize it, and people start splitting their body parts up when they want to do more volume for a given body part, and their full body type routines or even their upper lower splits are lasting 3 and 4 hours trying to do the type of volume they want to do, and they don't want to be in the gym that long. Unfortunately, oftentimes because they believe it's catabolic and they act as if it being catabolic was a bad thing, which it isn't, because anabolic response will be in proportion to catabolic response induced in the gym. But all of that aside, it's done for mental reasons. And a lot of people psychologically do better on these body part splits. They feel like they can put more focus into a given muscle by dedicating 1 or 2 muscle groups to a given day, and therefore, since they feel more motivated and they get that psychological response, they train harder. And if you train harder, you generally get better results. The reasons are psychological, they're not physical. So, wherever you personally feel that the deadlift should go, wherever it feels the most comfortable to you and where you feel like in your mind you get the best benefits, that's where you should put it, because that's where you're going to get the best gains. There is no physical reason or biological or biomechanics reason why you should put it in any one day over the other. It's purely psychological. And I know people are going to go, well, this trainer of champions or this IFBB pro says this or that. And let me make this perfectly clear. The vast majority, and I don't mean all because I've met some who know their shit, but the majority of guys who train IFBB pros and the majority of IFBB pros are drug experts. They are masters of site enhancement, knowing how to make a muscle look bigger if they inject it in these 7 spots instead of these 7 spots, making the synthol look good, knowing how to combine the 12 or 15 different drugs together in the right doses and ratios to give the desired results. That's their expertise. Most of them know so little about biomechanics and actual exercise science that they couldn't pass a freshman level exercise science exam, which is a type of degree you need to get if you want to work with real athletes to where their performance is going to make $5 million difference on their next contract. Or the difference between a silver medal and a gold medal at the Olympics. These guys aren't qualified to train them. They're not even qualified to coach a high school football team in the weight room. Hell, half of them don't even know which muscles a given lift actually works. These people don't know anything about training, and they might spit out a lot of philosophy on it, but it's generally bullshit. Because modern bodybuilding isn't about what you do in the gym. It almost is irrelevant what training style you choose as an IFBB pro today. It's about drugs and genetics. That's it. It's all the fuck that matters in the IFBB. Drugs and genetics. Training style is almost irrelevant. Most of those guys would have the same physique whether they used Arnold Schwarzenegger's old split, Dorian Yates' split, Ronnie Coleman's training split, Mike Minzer's HIIT training. It wouldn't matter. They would still look very similar. It's about genetics and drugs. So ignore the stuff they say. Put your deadlift wherever you want it. Or to put it as one of the most famous channels on YouTube says, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Alright guys, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you next time.